Yeah, there's a big one coming to you from the entire team here. Could you, what have you got?
I've got an 18th birthday wish here too. I think the name is Elion or Elion.
Elion
Ninwetinoi.
Okay.
Of Achimota School. May God bless you and keep you. May you be the best among your peers. May His countenance on your life open greater doors for you, and may all the promises from God on your life be yes and amen. We love you, and this is from your parents, Mr. and Mrs. Noy, and your siblings, Na and Shaira. Okay, I've got a couple more. Happy birthday to Emmanuel Osei Kufuajeman, aka Villa CEO of Wired Up Solutions, Mix-Up Bar and Rush Delivery. This is from your brother-in-law, or maybe your sister-in-law, from your in-law. And they say, we love you so much. This is from the Intiamwa and Ajemang families. I've got more.
Oh yeah, I've got this one. Let's happy birthday to Fifi Ama Mimpong of Fidelity Bank, Kumasi. On this special day, I pray the good Lord grants you all that your heart desires because you deserve it. Coming from Nana Ama. We've got one more?
Yeah, we've got a couple more. Happy birthday to Apostle Josiah Auburn Jr. The leadership and support you provide for the church is deeply appreciated. You are indeed a blessing. As you celebrate another milestone today, we pray for God's blessings and grace for you and your family for the years ahead. From Ernest Menu, all pastors and members of Power Victory Chapel, enjoy your day. Also, happy birthday to Magdalene Banson of Metro Mass Transit, a very hard-working lady. And this is from your boss, Nana Benyin, and wishing you lots of blessings in the coming year. That's a wish from Agado, I believe.
Chaotic birthday all. This is
got one?
Yeah, Albert Okiti from your colleagues at Apex Bank.
Nice.
Salute
to you. Happy birthday to Edem Doe of the Ghana Navy and Edem Ometha of Access Bank. Wishing you both a blessed day from Karen Dudu. Right then, let's roll.
Let's get into the Joy Sports Center. It's brought to you by
MTN. Choose your own bundle, your own way with MTN Flexi Bundle. Just dial *138# and enjoy bundles that don't expire. It's also brought to you by Standard Chartered Bank. Here for good. Okay, now let's fight COVID-19 together. Together is best. Keep calm, stay at home, and make your bill payment at paybill.mtn.com.gh/postpaid. Or you can pay with Momo, Visa, or MasterCard. You can also pay via the My MTN app or just contact them through any of their official social media channels. For more details, stay safe and stay connected. We day for you everywhere you go. Now, here's some great news from Standard Chartered Bank. They are thinking about your safety and well-being. Well, I mean, we understand that there may be heightened levels of anxiety during this period, but Standard Chartered wants to encourage you to remain calm and just adhere to all the precautionary measures shared by health authorities. So remember to wash your hands frequently, use alcohol-based hand sanitizers, avoid touching your face, and remember to cough or sneeze into a tissue and dispose of it right away. Now, the health and safety units at Standard Chartered have significantly stepped up the frequency and cleaning of their branches and any touchable surfaces or platforms that you might use, including their ATMs and desks in branches and offices. So look, given the protocols around social distancing, the recommendation from Standard Chartered is that you use their digital channels, including the SC mobile app and straight-to-bank platforms, which are available 24/7 for all transactions. Now, here's a good thing about banking on digital channels. You might just win amazing rewards anytime you transact on SC Mobile. So please, stay safe and keep well. Standard Chartered Bank, here for good.
And here for the sports. Could you also... if you're just listening to me, you have to head on to myjoyonline.com. Why? And you hit the sports tab, and you're going to read a lot of fresh stories we've got for you on My Joy Online, including videos. That's where that's the place you have to be. If you missed the AM Sports Show as well, you have to head quickly onto My Joy Online. Kojo, this is a story that we broke on Monday. Now, but it's an interesting one because the page in an important document was missing. After we reported it, the page was found. But the page was found without some analysis and accounts that were expected. So let me tell you, as part of the Ghana Football Association financial statement for June 2019, which was presented to Congress by the Normalization Committee in December 2019 and reported missing by JoySports, has been found. Now, the June 2019 statement had no page 22.
Missing page 22.
No page 22, as noted by JoySports upon careful study. Now, a new financial statement following the JoySports publication on Monday, May 11, 2020, has emerged and cited by the team. So the crucial page which was not noted by Congress, has been added to the statement with expenditure. However, over 22,000 Ghana cedis of the NC's spending remains unaccounted for.
So the page when you go through the page,
the page has come back. But when you look at it and do the analysis, 22,000 Ghana cedis, yes, of that spending has not been accounted for. The page contains 20 different items ranging from insurance to consultancy, but the normalization committee spent on 16 of those items, including the honorarium. Right now, no money was spent on the PLB organization, Ghanaman Soccer Center of Excellence project, renovation, and Black Stars coach. The total expenditure, however, is still short of the 5.2 million Ghana cedis that was unaccounted for, as reported by JoySports. So this is a running story. Now we have the page. Now we know what the deficit is, and we'll be I'm sure we'll be hearing from the authorities as we go forward to all of this. You see, it's interesting because normally when it comes to accounts for the Ghana Football Association, they are required to make that public or make that transparent to the members, the stakeholders, the Ghana Football Association, which we are not part. So what we are doing at the back is just doing, what should I say? Just a watchdog. We are playing our watchdog role, but it's up to the Ghana Football Association, up to the clubs to push for explanation.
So this is the interesting thing that I would like to understand. This is the report from the Normalization Committee handed over to the new GFA.
The new GFA, yes, right.
But the new GFA did not notice that this page was missing.
Yes, there was one member, presidential aspirant Palmer, Oseko Palmer. He indicated that there was a page missing, so it came up to Congress, but there was clearly taking time for it to come up.
So it did come up at Congress. Yes, somebody mentioned that this page is missing.
Yeah,
but nothing
really. So when we came up with a report and the details of it, then
the page appeared.
But the page appearing hasn't solved the matters because there's still some money is not accounted for. So I'm sure the coming days we'll hear from them, and we'll know where this is going, really.
It's just one of those things. So I think a lot of answers can come from the Normalization Committee. But also the GFA would kind of have to explain to us how they missed this.
That's why I was saying that they are obliged to explain that really to their members, not necessarily to the public. But once we have pushed that in, that's another strange thing, really, because the FIFA account and all of that, they are obliged to explain that to their members, not necessarily to journalists or members of the public, really. But just once this is in the media, it will be good for them to come clean with it, and we're keeping close tabs on it as we go through. Kojo, let's jump into another story, because the communication director, it's also got to do with money. And communications director of the sports ministry, Kofi Asare-Bracon, admits the former Black Stars coach, Kwesi Appiah, and are keen on paying him. The ministry is keen on paying him. I mean, he needs his money. The ministry and the FA must cough up $185,000 for Appiah, whose contract was not renewed after last year, December. As Aribako explains, why they haven't paid yet.
The nation has done Kwesi Appiah a lot of good. Now, let me come here. For close to about 24 months, we've been constantly paying Kwesi Appiah for 24 months. His contract would have expired in April last year. But at the time we were going to the Nations Cup. So ideally, any person in power at the time, at the FA, could have said that, okay, let me give you 3 months extension. That could have expired maybe after July, when the tournament is over. And if you're able to win the cup for Ghana, you are kept as the head coach. If you fail, then because there was a clause in the decision that you have to go and win the Nations Cup, you couldn't win. So it is up to those in power to say that you couldn't win. So we are parting ways with you. But in the circumstance, the contract was extended to December. And just believe that after the Nations Cup in July, we were even booted out, so we could not even sit there till July ending. So what it means is that we have to pay him from that time until December, where there were no active, football. But so we have accepted that we'll pay.
That's Kofi Asare-Bracon speaking there. Now, the Ghana Football Association boss, Keto Krako, says a decision on the future of the current Ghana football season will be based on government's advice. According to him, a final decision on whether to cancel or restart the season will be upon the advice of the state or from the state. He spoke to Accra-based radio station Happy FM.
We'll continue to work closely with government and the health ministry to see what the turnout would be, given considered circumstances within Ghana and beyond the shores of Ghana. Beyond the shores of Ghana, I'm talking about FIFA. However, if we are to cancel the league, it will be another challenging period for clubs for players, for referees, and all active participants of the sport.
Now, Ketakoko this week toured the Ghanaman Soccer Center of Excellence at Pram to inspect the progress of work done at the facility, which has been made available to government for use as an isolation center. Nana Odrosafo, a member of the Pram Management Committee, gave an update on the progress of work so far.
Whatever falls on the ground, you can pick it, because you can see we've projected the 4 eyes and security lights all over the compound. We've done carpentry jobs by polishing the wardrobes, filling in the broken louvers, changing the frames, the ceiling, and as I speak to you, we are not doing painting, which all the blocks have seen paint. The magnitude of work that have been done here have saved the Ghana Football Association millions of things. COVID here have been an opportunity to battle for it. We have 50 TVs that they delivered yesterday. We are going to bring fridges. We have mattresses about 100 here. We have 250 curtains here. As strong as I am, I'll fight for us to have a quantity here. If not all, at least we did not rent the place to them. And they are going to use the place as long as the COVID remains. And in the MOU, we are putting in that even when they have not exited and the national teams have a game and want to come, Health Ministry will look for a place for them, because we don't want to ship them.
That's Nana Odrosafo speaking there. Now, look, let's do some swimming. There's more football to come, though, later on the show. And young Ghanaian swimmer Nubia Ajay believes her development in the sport will not be hindered despite the current health crisis, which has prevented her from training. JoySports' Haruna Mubarak has the rest of the story.
Nubia Ajay was the star at the recent Ghana Zone 2 Swimming Championship held in the country. Her superb outings at the Trust Sports Emporium International Pool helped Ghana finish third in the championship with 28 medals. Following her impressive showing, Nubia was keen on building on in subsequent swimming championships.
Improve my time, get better, and just move forward with all my individual strokes.
Unfortunately, she's not excluded from the effects of the current health crisis. The 17-year-old has been speaking to JoySports.
Swimming, I guess I'm out of the pool. It's a bit different, but it's fine.
Do you think this corona outbreak will impede your development?
I would hope not. I guess all we can do is just hope that I do the best that I can after this and just see what happens.
The coach of the Ghana swimming national team, Abiu Jackson, echoed Nubia's optimism, saying her fledgling career would not be hampered.
3 months, 6 months of COVID cannot destroy the lady's achievements, future achievements in sport. Indeed, everybody has stopped, and we probably will all start again in a month or two, hopefully.
Nubia has been touted as one of Ghana's best swimming talents, expected to hit great heights.
Haruna Mubarak with that report, and we'll be looking forward to seeing swimming back and in action and seeing what our youngsters can go out there to do. Let's do some more football, and Serie A plans to resume its season on 13th June. If the Italian government approves. Now, the league's General Assembly met yesterday via video conference and approved the date for resumption in accordance with government decisions and medical protocols. The BBC John Bennett has more.
Some developments today in Italy. Serie A clubs have decided to aim to resume their season on June the 13th. This is all subject to government approval. But they had a meeting today via video conference. It was a meeting of the league's General Assembly, and they went for June the 13th. And the country's sports minister has also been speaking today. He said that collective training for Serie A teams can begin from Monday after the Italian FA accepted the readjusted health and safety protocols that the government were looking for. There's still some work to do yet before we can be sure that Serie A will kick off. There's potentially a big sticking point. At the moment, a whole squad would have to go into quarantine for 2 weeks if only one player tests positive for coronavirus. That could be unsustainable going forward.
Well, that's the BBC's John Bennett just about ending the JoySports Centre, Kojo. But I have to tell you one more, because we know Carlos Sainz is poised to replace Sebastian Vettel at Ferrari. That's a huge one, with Daniel Ricciardo set to take the final seat at McLaren. So a bit of musical chairs right now when it comes to Formula One. And Sebastian Vettel leaving Ferrari is big. It's like Messi leaving Barcelona, or like Cristiano Ronaldo when he left Real Madrid. It's a big deal. He's won 4 championships there with Ferrari. But clearly, these days has been tight for him. And most have said this is the time for Charles Leclerc, the young man, to now lead the way in Ferrari. Most of the Ferrari guys were looking for that. So we'll be talking more about it tomorrow on the locker room. We've got the locker room tomorrow full version of the locker room tomorrow. So, you know, for the past 6 or 5 weeks, we've not been coming up with a full version. We're having documentaries and wonderful stuff that you guys have enjoyed. Yeah. But tomorrow we're going straight into it because we're previewing the Bundesliga. We've still got football being played in South Korea, in Belarus, in Tajikistan, and all the other places.
Tajikistan.
So, yes, there's a lot to look forward to tomorrow in the locker room. But follow us on our various social media accounts, and you can read all the breaking stories on myjoyonline.com.
It's exciting, isn't it?
Very, very exciting.
We're on the way back.
We're on the way back. It's happening.
Man.
It's happening, man.
Look, here's how I'd like us to wrap it up with a special birthday wish to a friend of mine, Ethan Colver. Che Kuma turned 11 today. So his mother, his auntie Vic, and all of his sisters wish him the happiest of birthdays. And of course, we here at Joy FM, we love you very much, Ethan. Happy birthday to you. Enjoy your rather special day.
That's right.
Today I'm celebrating Ghanaians. Today I'm celebrating Ghana.
Wow, yeah. Ghana.
They've done some things.
They've done.
You know, yesterday, the stories we brought about the little boy whose father was so cruel to him and whipped him and shredded his back and people responded in such an amazing way. Bringing out all kinds of solutions and offering all kinds of help. Look, today we'll be spelling it out, telling you the amazing things that people have done. Come to the rescue of this boy, and not just him. The little girl from Bolgatanga who was stoned. You remember her as well? People have rushed to the aid of the family in a beautiful, beautiful way.
Wow.
Also, there have been some actions taken by state institutions to resolve that matter. Charlie, I can't wait.
I can't wait as well, because you have a super morning here.
You too. Thanks so much for stopping by. That, of course, is George Adu Jr. With the Sports Center, brought to us by the entire team there. All right, then. So, more to come on the Super Morning Show, as I just